Shalom. First and foremost, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushad, double honors to the head apostles of Yasharallah, which are the apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace, love, and blessings to the men, especially in the gospel of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushad, in all sincerity and all truth. To the men, women, and children that staying in the spirit to the best of their ability. To the house of David, which is the elect that Yahweh Shai is coming back to redeem. All right, this is just a little quick, Lord willing, quick little lesson, basically on the topic of you can't win the fight if you don't prepare. All right, because brothers, go out on these highways and byways, and we try to teach this word, to the best of our ability, okay, and we try to stay, in the spirit, try to fight the good fight of faith, as Paul said. But what are you doing to fight this fight? How are you fighting this fight? Are you just saying that? Are you just saying, I'm fighting, I'm enduring, okay? But you got to prepare yourself for this endurance, or you got to prepare yourself for this temptation. And the way you prepare yourself is by, arming yourself, actually preparing for the fight by, studying the scriptures, okay? By, exhorting the brotherhood, okay? Doing videos, okay? These are the ways that you prepare yourself. These are the ways that you prepare yourself for the fight. These are the ways that you endure, okay? It's not just, waking up every morning and just going about your day-to-day life, okay, and having this truth as a second thought, okay? You're supposed to be actively, fighting, okay? Because if you see like a boxer, okay, a boxer can't win a fight if he doesn't throw a punch. All right, you're not going to win a fight if you never throw a punch. And the way that we throw punches, as Satan, all right, in the spirit, is by, combating him in the spirit, all right, doing videos, reading, okay, studying, okay, trying to exhort yourself, trying to exhort the brotherhood, all right, being active in the current events and the prophecies. These are the things that we have to do in order to win this fight, all right. So I'm gonna get this scripture. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour." Okay, so it says be sober, which means what? To be serious minded. All right, the times that we're in, the times that we're coming in, are serious, deadly times, man. Okay, you can't just be saying you're fighting a fight of faith. All right, that whole thing about just talking and saying is about to come to an end. All right, you gotta actually do. You actually gotta do fight the fight. You actually gotta be in that ring and throwing punches. All right, putting up your defense, putting up your guard. All right, preparing yourself. It says be vigilant. Now look up that word vigilant. In the Greek, it means to watch. All right, it says metaphorically to give strict attention, to be cautious, active. Okay, right there it says be active. We got to be actively fighting in this fight, man. All right, because your adversary, the devil. All right, who's that? Esau. All right, and Esau is working under the vibration of Satan. All right, spiritual demon Satan. They're actually out there trying to come up with ways every day, non-stop. All right, coming up with ways to try to get you out of this truth, to try to get you, to try to devour you, man, try to kill you spiritually. All right, so Esau and Satan, he's not taking no breaks, man. He's not resting. He's not, not thinking about killing you. Every moment, all right, every moment, these devils are trying to conjure up or think about ways of trying to take you out of this truth, trying to devour you, okay? And the ones who are not being vigilant, they get devoured, all right? That's why you got people, all right, falling out of this truth left and right, man. Why? Because they weren't vigilant. They weren't sober-minded. They weren't serious about this thing, all right? They weren't preparing themselves for this fight. Okay, so once their number was called for them to get into that ring, they got smashed on, they got killed. All right, they stood no chance because they weren't being vigilant, they weren't being cautious, they weren't being active in this fight. All right, so I get this next scripture. This is Shalak. Once again, it's in 1 Peter chapter 4, I'm gonna go to 7. It says, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch until prayer. Okay? So that's what we got to do. The end of all things is at hand. All right? We at the end of this thing. And the scripture says in Revelation, the 12th chapter, the 12th verse, that what? The devil's going to come upon you with great wrath because he know he has but a short time. So we at the end of this thing. So what? We got to once again be sober and watch until prayer. We got to watch of the things that are happening, man. We got to watch our opponent, Satan, Esau, all right? We can't be ignorant of his devices. We got to realize about the things that are coming to pass, the martial law, okay? The World War III, the famines, the pestilence that he's putting out, okay? The eventual RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast that he's about to make mandatory upon this earth, man. So what we got to watch him to pray. We got to pray that the Lord keeps us in his word, keeps us steadfast, so that when all hell breaks loose, when all these things do come upon us, we're not taken by them. We're not, caught we're not caught being naked. All right. We're not caught with our hands in our pants. We are ready for the battle. We are ready to go to war. All right. But right now is the time to prepare to go to war. Not when you're already in the battle. Okay. You're not supposed to be checking your gun when you're right there in the trenches. You should already have your gun checked. You should already see how much grenade you got on your waistband. All right. You should already have checked to see if your helmet is strapped on tight. Now, when you're already actually in the war, by that point it's gonna be too late. Okay. So this is once again in 1 Peter's chapter 1, verse 13. It says, "Wherefore gird up your loins of your mind." All right. So gird up the loins of your mind. Tighten up your mind, man. All right. Because like when a boxer is preparing himself for this fight, he prepares at first. He gets prepared mentally. All right. That's why a lot of boxers when they go to when they train, they are mentally ready to go through this training. Why? Because they know they're about to go through a strenuous work. They know that, I can't be out here partying. I can't be out here drinking. I can't be out here, fucking off with women because I got to get my mind prepared for this fight. So that's why Peter said, "Wherefore gird up your loins of your mind. Be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach." All right. So you got to tighten up your mind, man. Tighten up the ways that you're acting. All right. Tighten up the ways that you're being, man, because the things that we're about to get, that's about to come to this place, hey, it's going to be like a time that's never been, man. It's going to be a time that if we're not ready, okay, spiritually and mentally, we're going to get swept up. Like, once again, we're going to get devoured because Satan, all right, the devil really wants to come after the men that's in this truth. That's who his first and that's his number one enemy, man, because the rest of these Israelites, the rest of these 2/3 out here, they just docile and dumb anyway. All right, they're going to get rolled over quickly. But the devil, all right, the so-called white men, these elites, these Rockefellers, these Rothschilds, they really want to come after us, man. So that's who they're preparing themselves for. So we got to prepare ourselves mentally, spiritually, all right? We got to put on that breastplate of faith and that shield of, the shield, the armor of protection, okay, of the Lord that's spoken about in Ephesians 6 and 10, all right? So this is let me get this next scripture. Ephesians 4 verse 27. It says, I'm on a road, so I'm trying to drive. It says neither give place unto the devil. So what? We can't let the devil get an upper hand on us, man. We can't give him no place. No, we can't show him our weak areas, man. We can't show him, any weakness, man. Why? Because he's gonna take advantage of that weakness. All right. So we can't give place to the devil to let him try to hit us at a weak point, man. We gotta continually to sharpen our spiritual body in all aspects. That's why, once again, referring to the boxing analogy, that's why they work out their whole body. Okay. They work out their core, they work out their endurance, they work out their arms, they work out their legs, they work out their backs, all right? They even do jaw workouts, all right? They do neck workouts, okay? Why? So that there will be no weak part of that their opponent can attack, All right, there will be no weak part that the opponent can strike at. So that's why we can't give no place to the devil, so that he can try to attack us at that weak part. All right, and if we realize that we have a weak part, what we got to do, we got to resort back to the scriptures. All right, we got to strengthen ourselves in that weak part. That's where, once again, goes into the praying. Okay, asking the Lord to strengthen us in those parts that we're weak, so that when we go into this fight, when we go into this battle, okay, that we are ready and prepared to do this fight. All right, that's what it's all about. We got to prepare ourselves for this fight so that we can win this fight. All right, so I'm gonna get this next scripture. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 7. It says, start at 6. It says, "For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand." All right, this is Paul speaking, and after he fought his fight, all right, after he went the distance, okay, with the wiles of Satan, all right, he said, "What? I'm ready to be offered now. I did my battle." Okay, he said, "What? I have fought the good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith." All right. So when you look up that word fought, all right, it says agonizima. All right, that's where you get the word agony from, I believe. It says to enter a contest, all right, to contend with adversaries, to fight. Okay, metaphor, to contend, struggle with difficulties and dangers. So he said he fought, he contended. All right, he fought with the adversary. All right, he fought the good fight. All right, and you look up that word course. It says course. It says career. So he finished his career. What was his career? Being in his truth, pushing his word out. All right, staying in the spirit, exhorting the brotherhood. That was his career. That was his job. That was his #1 priority, man. All right, so that's how we gotta look at this truth. That's how we gotta look at this thing, man. Because just like with the boxers, that's their career. They fight for their career. Their career is about fighting. All right, and the great boxers, they take it seriously, man. They take this thing as it is the most important thing of their life, because that's their career. And that's how we gotta look at this truth, that this is the most important thing of our lives, man. So we can't take it, and be thinking this thing as half-assed, because your adversary is preparing himself, man. All right, he's getting ready to come down upon us. So we gotta be ready in the spirit, so that we can fight and win this fight, man. So that we can win this fight of faith, so that we can be the victors at the end. Okay, so with that, hopefully this was edifying unto the elect. Just prepare yourselves for this fight, because the fight is coming, and whether you're prepared or not, but the elect is going to be prepared. So if you want to be a part of that elect, just continue to strive and fight and prepare yourself. Okay, so all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Shalom.